Good morning to the Do3 daily briefing. Welcome to Friday. What's happened to the weather? It's completely changed now, which is actually quite nice. Getting nice and cool and much better for training in. Anyway, so apologies for yesterday. Thank you to Corin for standing in for me this morning on the pool side at Solihull. Quite frankly, I ran out of steam a bit yesterday. Been burning the candles at both ends a little bit too much, so needed to take a bit of a rest. So thanks to Corin for standing in for me and looking after things as she always does. So let's have a look at what we've got today then. So let's start with the open water things again. Hopefully a few of you guys are watching on the open water side of things. If you are, as always, just pop up and say hello, or got any questions or anything, send them in and they'll appear on my screen this end. So just a quick one about waiting lists. So the system we operate, the booking system, obviously you've seen a lot of the sessions are full, and there is a waiting list in place. Now, use the waiting lists because there is a lot of movement between the actual session where people are booked in and the waiting lists themselves. So make sure you get booked in, because the last kind of 2 or 3 days, it wouldn't surprise me, kind of 7 or 8 people or thereabouts will swap and change around. So make sure you're on the waiting list. Also, in terms of the waiting list, make sure you've got your notifications turned on your app. Because if you don't, then you won't know that there's a space come up for you. And what happens is you get 4 hours to respond and accept the place. If not, then it rolls on to the next person. It has to be quite a short time period, otherwise it just times out and no one will actually get to accept the place. So make sure you got your notifications turned on in your app. Just go into your settings and make sure they're switched on, and they should come through for you fine. And it should be just a case of pressing the button to accept, and then you'll get your place on the session. So yeah, that's it as far as that goes. They're still obviously super busy, lots of bookings coming in. I think it's pretty much going to be sold out till the end of the season, but still continue to try and, like I say, get yourself on those waiting lists. So okay, next thing. Morning, Corin. Corin's popped up to say hello. Well done for this morning. Allow me to have a bit of a rest. I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night. Stayed in bed till 8 o'clock this morning, 12 hours. I think that's the first time I've done that for probably since the start of Do3, like 5 years ago or whatever. So yeah, so that was nice. Okay, so training them. Let's have a look at my screen here. So this morning's pool session. Training Peaks have been changing things, so it's all moved around a little bit. It's all gone super small, actually. Okay, so we have a 200 meters warm up, and then we've got a little ramp up there, some 66s, although Corin was in a 25 meter pool this morning, so they probably would have been 50s. Just ramping up across those sets of 2 lengths there for another 200 meters. And then we had some threshold intervals. So what we got, 66s, 133s, and then 200s. So I'd imagine Corin probably did 50s and 100s and 200s at the end there, something like that. So they're all the same effort. So the idea is that you're swimming at 8 out of 10 effort. It's a nice, solid, but sustainable effort with a reasonable amount of rest in between. So repeating that through, and then we've got a 200 meter, or it looks like actually it's a four length recovery in between, and then repeating that through again and again and again. So the idea really is by the end of the session there, you're starting to feel the fatigue kick in, not so much because of the effort and the intensity, but because of the duration of the session and the repeated work at that particular intensity. So good quality session there, lots of hard work. So let me know how they all got on with that this morning, Corin. It's a tough session. 50s, 100s, 150s, 200s. Yeah, good. Solihull squad were fab as always. Oh, here we go. Got the Ginger Terrors coming round. He's about to make an appearance. This is Charlie. This is the Do3 cat who likes rubbing his face on mine. Oh, good, he's off. Good. Okay, so that's that. And then the bike session. Similar kind of thing, actually. So ramp up, 10-minute ramp up, 4 minutes and 3 minutes and 2 minutes ramp up, just building up the power. And then we've got some 5-minute intervals, again, at around about threshold effort. So threshold is always kind of 80 to 85% thereabouts-ish. And then 3 minutes recovery, nice and easy in between. And then repeating that through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it kind of mirrors the swim session, actually. So that was the bike session. Now, let me know. What I want you guys to know is let me know if you're doing the bike sessions, if they're useful, because I don't want to be planning all these things if no one's doing them. And they're nice for you to have there to do whenever you like, of course. But let me know if you're actually doing them. And the same thing, tomorrow morning's potential race. So what's been happening historically over lockdown is we've been doing a Saturday morning race. But we're all back in the water now, so things have changed around a little bit. So do we still want to do the races on a Saturday morning? Let me know. If you do, then we'll arrange them. If not, then I won't. There's no point. Again, there's no point in arranging them if no one's going to do them. So let me know what you want to do on that side of things. Morning, Charlie. Corin saying good morning, Charlie. Charlie. Corin saying good morning. Charlie's sitting on your desk, cleaning himself. Corin, you'll be glad to know he's sitting there. I think that's it for today. Unless there's anything else pops up, short and sweet. So I shall catch up with you guys at the pool on Saturday morning for our speed and power session at St Nick's. And failing that, Sunday morning we've got a packed house over at Compton Verney again, and yeah, my sister's just sent me a message actually. My sister just sent me a joke. Next door's cat has caught COVID-19, but don't ask me meow. Don't ask meow. How meow how. Anyway, that's what I get from my sister. Don't see her for weeks and then she sends me a joke. Anyway, all right, catch up with you guys and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.